to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. And he takes this from inside the 5. And he loses the ball deep in his own end. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turn. Offense set on first down. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. On the move. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Navy quick to the line. He'll pull it on the read. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Throws to the back. And they will score! Touchdown, Navy!
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
And he did make that extra point. No issue with the treacherous footing. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Owls offense will get the ball for the first time. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what do you look? Fires into traffic, it's picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on 2nd down. The give from the gun. And into the end zone. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. Navy will have it with a 1st and goal. Pushes toward the goal line. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Quarterback on the keeper. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. And they get him down.
Decision time right here. I like going for it. You're playing on the road. You have an opportunity to take the crowd out of it a little bit here. Why not just line up quickly and just try to run the ball?
Yeah, stay aggressive. I mean, you want to shut these people up. You want to quiet them down, but field goals don't do that very often. Try to go for the touchdown right here.
They're trying to get to it.
Yeah, that's just a play the quarterback can't make. 4th down by the goal line. That ball's got to find its way in the end zone somehow, some way. You simply cannot take a sack. I know it's difficult. The defense is bearing down on you, but you've got to be able to negotiate that throw and at least give somebody a chance in the end zone.
The inside handoff. Finds a little bit of room. Picks up 4 out to the 13.
Just a simple power play. Power football. Be strong, be big, be physical. Make it a 4th quarter game. Make them feel you. Keep them off balance.
He's got his man. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27. Kennesaw State coming out with another 1st down. He's going to pass. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. 2nd down coming up. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. On the move, it's Figueroa. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. Running back searching for a hole. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. Tough way to start this drive. Now they'll try to fix it on 2nd and 15. He's looking to throw. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play.
And sometimes you got to know when to give it up, right? As a quarterback, you feel it. You can't hold it that second too long when bad things can really happen. You could tell the clock went off, and he was throwing that puppy away.
Safe completion on the screen. At midfield, he's got room. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41.
Perfect play call against the perfect defense. They came with a blitz, and the offense had the screen pass called at the right time. Running back gets it in his hands. He's got linemen out in front, getting hats on hats. You can't do it any better than that.
Working on the right. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, midshipman.
That's number 2 on the day, having a day. I mean, you know he's going to catch the football, and you know he's going to make plays after he catches. Those are the kind of guys that you feature and you find them, and they produce like this, you keep finding them.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Guys, we're about to see this Kennesaw State offense go back to work. The running back has it. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. They'll try the run. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Offside. Defense.
And you got to focus, right? The first thing you're looking at as a defensive lineman, the first thing you understand is the ball starts with a snap count. I have to line up, see the ball. When the ball moves, I move. I know it's simple, but you still see guys jumping off sides all the time.
Now on 2nd down. Direct snap. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the 1st down.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that 1st down.
They have just bloodied their nose on this drive, all on the ground. It's 1st and 10. On the move at the 30. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense. From the gun, running back on the move. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. Kennesaw State has a chance now on 1st and goal. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. He'll keep it himself. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Owls! And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Got his man on the right. Gets away from one. Finds some space. And he's running in the open. And a good pickup there. They'll move the sticks for a first down. Let's see if they try to get another snap before the quarter expires. At the end of the quarter, Navy has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we played one period. First down to start the drive after the break. Use the play fake, now to throw. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. That incompletion leads to second down and 10. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Pulled down after a pickup of 5, a statement run in the red zone to the 13. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. Release to the back. He makes a grab. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain. Navy is clicking on all cylinders right now. They want to throw it. He makes a catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Navy! Look, it's still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how are you going to respond when you've been hit in the mouth early in this football game? Got to find something positive quick.
From inside the 10, here he comes. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Guys, we'll get another look at this Kennesaw State offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Fires to the big fella. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chain. Kennesaw State coming out with another first down. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
And now the offense just said, oh, you don't think he's going to run it? You're not going to account for him? I'll do that. Great job taking advantage of the numbers. When you're an offense and you have a quarterback that can do this occasionally, it just puts that little bit of doubt in my head, makes me play it a little bit more on defense.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down.
And his offense is clicking, everything's moving, and the guy carrying the football, I mean, he is carrying the rock. Like, this is a guy he's setting this tone for this game, creating some balance on this offense. This offense is going to be a handful.
Yeah, David, I'd love to sit here and say, well, the offensive coordinator is just one step ahead of his counterpart across the field. That's not it. Right now, this offensive line is establishing the line of scrimmage, and you mentioned the back. He right now is running with authority on this run.
They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that first down. He looks that one in nicely. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Out of the gun to give to the back. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. Snags it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Kennesaw State. Getting set for the point after. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. And here comes the Navy offense. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out. You need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen from Palmer. Now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
Wide open downfield. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Golden. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down.
Well, this offense told us coming in they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage and take advantage of this quarterback's touch and arm talent. And already in the second quarter, they've got over 200 yards.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. So now on second and long, you start to think just don't fall out of field goal range. He's looking to throw. It's complete to the left. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Trying to escape and get it himself. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. And on fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. And it's no good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys. The offense lining up for a first down play. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Oh, he makes the catch. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. Kennesaw State right back to work. Handoff from the gun. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, second and 7. They'll try to snap it quickly. He wants to throw here on second down. It's complete to the right. And they pick up just a few on that completion. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Now staring at a third and short from the 40. Getting some heat. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. They're bringing... Ball is free. And the offense falls on the ball, but they'll still have to give it up. They're short of the first down. The offense set for a first down play. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Gets him down at the 26. Big play there. Give him 15 yards on the gain, and they move the sticks. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. A shot toward the end zone, and he's got it. Touchdown, midshipman.
How about the day for this young fella? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. Guys, we're about to see this Kennesaw State offense go back to work. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Palmer. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quick that you can go to.
Makes his connection. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. The freshman able to get home with the sack. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. He's looking to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Trying to get to it. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. Kennesaw State will have to punt this one away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. And the returner will be dragged down. So the offense has done its job. They have the lead, and they'll secure it as we head to halftime. No surprise. Looks as if they'll be content just to head to the locker room. That's going to wrap up the first half here. Now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Kennesaw State ready to kick it off to start things here in the second half.
Kennesaw State, 14.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And Navy will go back on the attack. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him some more time here in the second half.
I think you can do that, too, offensively, by maybe leaving your tight end in to help block, maybe chipping.
And they get the sack right out of the gate.
And I think this team knew going into halftime trailing, their defense was going to have to step up here in the second half. And on the very first play of the third quarter, they get a sack. That is good news for this defense.
Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be fourth down. Navy will have to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Fires to the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Offense gets set for second down. He's looking to throw. They've got the screen set up. Still running at the 40. We get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. Lining up from the 34 on first down. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
The give to the back. You don't give a hoot. Kennesaw State does. Touchdown, Owls. And the comeback is on. And the extra point cuts the lead to 7, 28-21. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. On the ground, it's Morton. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. He'll do it himself. Got the first down and more. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Well, this is one of the fastest quarterbacks in college football, and that's why the option's a good idea. Because if he can get out in space and he has a chance to get downfield, he is really difficult to tackle, and he's very difficult to catch, as you saw in that last play, getting a first down.
After the run, now to throw. The quick out. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Navy quick to the line. Running back goes in motion. They'll run it from the gun. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Navy will have to punt it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Guys, we'll get another look at this Kennesaw State offense. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, and how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit.
Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Leaves it with the back. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chain.
Well, they get another big run for a first down, and if you're on offense, you love the way your offensive line is blocking early in this game. They're getting tremendous movement, and they're making life pretty easy for these running backs right now.
At the 40, there he goes. And finally, a little production in the passing game. That has been sorely lacking in this one.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Several defenders there to get him on the ground.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
Well, you know if you're this offense, you're dialing up this running back, man. He has been a scoring machine all season long. He just finds his way into the end zone, and this is a golden opportunity.
Touchdown, Owls! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. And after that extra point, we have a tie ball game in the 3rd quarter. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Floating away. And the quarterback bought some time, but not enough. Down he goes with the sack.
I personally love aggressive defense. I love it. Bringing the strong safety down, blitzing that sucker in there to get the quarterback. Boom. Get that guy on the ground. Nice aggressive play call by the defense.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Navy quick to the line. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down. And here comes the punt team. Wants to return it. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. To the air on 1st down. Out of the backfield, he's open. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the 3rd. We've reached the end of the 3rd quarter, and we have a potential classic on our hands, all tied up as we take a peek at the stats. Picked up some yardage with that completion, now 2nd down. He's looking to throw. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Looking to throw for it. And he just flat missed him. Sometimes. He's open and you try to baby it too much, and it was a bad throw. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going to go for it on 4th down. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Plows through the defense. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. After the 9-yard pickup on 1st down, here's 2nd and 1. Dragged down at the 39, but he's got 5 yards, and they'll move the sticks. This Kennesaw State offense is on the move. He'll pull it on the read. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
This defense really has their hands full, guys. They got to play with great eye discipline because they don't know who's going to be keeping the football in the run game. And that time, you saw the QB. He was able to kind of skirt his way to get some positive yards.
Trying to pound their way forward. He picks up a couple to the 31. Ball at the 31. 3rd and short coming. Defense trying to rise up. Back to pass. It's Francis. Got his man quickly. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 22. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating him up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get...
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Never a doubt.
All field goals are not created equal, guys. Kicks in the 4th quarter to take the lead. They just seem to carry so much more weight. So give that young man credit for getting out there and knocking that thing through the uprights. All of the pressure, all the eyeballs on him, he delivered.
And here comes the Navy offense. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Ross. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting to his punch.
Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. He's looking to throw. Quickly complete. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
And he is not going to get there as the defense gets him on the ground. Navy will have to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Just needs a crack to get a return. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Guys, we're about to see this Kennesaw State offense go back to work. He wants to throw. Dumps it to the back. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Looked like the offense had a chance for a big play there, but the running back just could not reel that ball in.
They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. At the 45, on his way. Flips the field in an instant, and he has it down to the 25-yard line.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few 1st downs, and get a W.
From the gun, the running back has it. They're in control. The clock is their friend. You'd have to expect another run here on 2nd and 6. They go to the ground. Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. A manageable distance on 3rd down as they try to convert from the 20. He makes the connection. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. You already have the lead. Scoring is always good. but milk the clock, and it will be your friend. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. If they can pick up a yard here on second, wedges, pushes, and he's over and in for the touchdown.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
38, Navy 28.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Navy will go back on the attack. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
He's looking to throw it. He's going up top here late in the game. And he bats it away. It falls incomplete. It's great for this quarterback to take shots down the field, but you just don't want it to feel like a give-up or a chuck-it-up and hope kind of play.
And I think understanding the situation, now I'm on defense, right? If they're going to take shots down the field, maybe I'm a little bit more aggressive with my blitz, understanding that everything's going to take a little bit more time to develop if they're going to take those deep shots.
Catch in the middle. It's Morton. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. On 2nd down, just keeps firing. Looking down the middle. He's got the tight end. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line.
For the offense, the attempted throw is
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Coming after him. Just a 1-yard gain leaves them with 3rd and 9. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Feeling some heat. That pass not closes. He got thrilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. No good. The missed field goal leaves us with a double-digit game still sitting at 10. And they'll take a knee and watch this clock keep on winding its way toward a victory. Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today.